very warm welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're live on SABC3 with Expresso. We're talking money right now, and we are, of course, joined this morning by financial advisor Zizo Boco. Personal balance sheets and personal budgets is what we're referring to. And we had a caller who asked about what happens when you have, you've mapped out your expenses for the month, but at the end of the month, you find that you have some unexpected expenses that leave you falling short with your money. Zizo, sienzanige.
First of all, as a person, you should prepare for unexpected things, because if you don't prepare for them, you might end up having to use the money that you set aside for school fees and something like that, which is important, on some unexpected expenses. So it's wise that you set money apart for that, because that's also important. So at least a portion of your salary should go to that every month so that you can be covered. There are investments, one-day notice investments in each and every bank, which is amazing because you can get your money. And there are zero-notice investments that you can just get your money immediately. So put your money on that and earn some interest.
And of course, this is where a personal budget then comes into effect. So what's the link between a personal budget and a personal balance sheet?
It's important that you link the two, because when you talk your personal balance sheet, you talk your assets, you talk what you have, you talk your long-term liabilities, and remember that those long-term liabilities split into your monthly expenses. So it's important that you align the two, because this is my personal budget, but then if I have these expenses that suck up my money, I won't have money to pay for the mortgage or for the TV license, which is paid annually. You see?
It's the right thing to do, y'all. Pay it.
So important. So it has to be aligned. They go hand in hand. You can't separate the two.
Let's look at the structure of how you go about drawing up a personal budget, looking at this right now. And clearly, a very interesting life that this person leads, earning 0.0 million rand and 0.0 million rand spending. How do you draw up a personal budget?
Well, I've simplified this thing for people at home because I didn't want to complicate it. Because if you want to write it down, you can just take your pen and paper and just write it down. So you have your income. Because this person is working, so let's not mind the zeros. You have the wages. The wages is the money that is paid directly into your account. Can be salary or it can be a wages, but it's paid directly into your account. It's the money after tax and after all deductions.
After PAYE and all those good things.
Exactly. And then you do have your interests and your dividends. Your interest is the interest that is earned, interest that you earn on your investment, dividends that you might earn if you have shares, and then you total them up because you want to know how much income you actually earn. It's wise that we prepare this monthly, so you can just prepare it for your April. And not prepare it for March because it's March already. So you can't really plan.
And of course, you line it up against all of your expenses, like rent, utilities, your telephone, cell phone, and of course, watch out for all of those little unexpected expenses too.
It's wise that you add them as well there.
Absolutely. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope that has helped you at home to set your financial targets for the new financial year, which of course has started, because if you haven't paid your tax yet, tax man. Right now, let's head on over to Gray. What's up, boy?